this out.
Originated from French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre, and it's primarily contemplating human existence and the questions arising from such, and it's not something you'd expect to see in rock music, and definitely not J-rock with a band of colorful, aggressive women, but you'd find that the very act of rock and roll in general is very existential in design, and these women simply talk about the struggles of existence within society. This is Gacharic Spin, a J-rock band with heavy emphasis on bass and the aggressive rapid-fire lyrics.
Yeah, don't have a problem with what Meerkat said there so far. Yeah.
I made a video on them a very long time ago, but I don't like it. Ever since Mindset was released and the new vocalist, Angelina III, started taking more control over the melodies, the band has reached a new life and their quality has been incredible. You got band leader with the dopest name ever, F. Chapakoga, who rocks the...
Did you see what she does with that bass? How it just spins on her? I mean, that's so cool. That's so cool. Let's go back to that. F. Chapakoga not only looks cool when she plays, but she sounds amazing.
Got band leader with the dopest name ever, F. Chapakoga, who rocks the bass like... She started the band in 2009 after departing from another group and nearly abandoned music altogether until she finally formed a band with her...
She also did some modeling, too. I don't know if you can talk about that, but she did modeling the, what do you call that? The, like I don't know. Gravure modeling. Yeah. She was right around on a four-wheeler and stuff, playing basketball.
High school friend, Hannah, this blue-haired talent who started as a drummer vocalist before moving on to rhythm guitar and vocals. Anyone who can play drums and sing at the same time will always get my respect. Plus, look at her drum with a cowbell on her head.
And she uses it. It's functional. What in the world? Like, I really like Gacharic Spin, but they're a band that I don't know if I would even dare to introduce to like my neighbors or friends in real life, because it's like, okay, well maybe I would with a certain song. It had to be the certain song. Like maybe not with this, maybe because it'd be like, are you open to weird? How weird do you want to get, right? But I like it. I think it's cool.
Oh, that's adorable. For the lead guitar, they found an alien from the planet Nicolene named Tomozo, who has this wonderfully bright smile. Oh, and she shares the same September birthday with me. Oh, wow! She, who was always wearing pretty dresses as their kawaii character and rocking the guitar with technical precision and catchy riffs. This was when they had Army, their original lead vocalist, who sadly passed away in 2015, leading to Hannah to take on main vocals along with Oreo, Riona.
Yeah, she says she's the sexy one too.
My favorite member because she is just so freaking weird. Whether she's wearing a cheeseburger.
She has a cheeseburger outfit. That's right.
Outfit or looking like someone packed all the colors of the 90s and blasted it with Lori Petty. Like look at the gray Muda, spray red mist in her face, and she likes it. She's the band sexy member.
Oh yeah, she mentioned the sexy member. That's right. But yeah, she will sit on top of the keyboard while playing it. That's
mist in her face, and she likes it. She's the band's sexy member, which is hilarious because like this is sexy to her. She's also the keyboardist, and I love watching her antics behind her keys, the dancing and the backup singing. You may not always hear her, but she is brilliant on there. And adds...
Dude, there's a moment where they have like, for a period of time, Gacharic Spin had these hype girls. I don't know what to call them. That run around, dance, and sometimes they'll have keyboards on their back. What are they for? They're for her. They're for Oreo. Because at times, depending on the song, Oreo will play the keyboard on those dancers' back. Which is like, it's like, why? Well, like, you're doing that because you can, because it's fun to see, and you have all this energy, but like, you gotta think the practicality of that. Like, wait, you want to do what now? You want me to run around with a keyword on my back, and you're gonna play it? What? That's so ridiculous and insane. All right.
So much the band sound. They would have a side quest that led to my discovery of them by teaming with Lightbringer and future unlucky Morpheus vocalist Fuki, one of the most beautiful women on the planet.
Can't argue with that. Fuki is definitely nice on the eyes.
With that powerful vibrato to form Cute Voltron, aka Doll's Box. But once that project ended, they were left without a front woman. The main vocals were left behind a drum set and keyboards, leaving no one to interact with the audience. Their solution were 3 girls called the Gacharic dancers to
There you go, the Gacharic dancers.
Choreograph typical idol dances.
And it was 3 girls,
all
okay.
Eventually leave the band for various reasons, leaving the duties back to Hannah, who needed a drummer to take over her role. So they found Yuri, a 28-year-old woman who looks far younger than I honestly thought, but there was a missing aspect to their live act. With their aggressive, hyperactive sound, they needed someone to embody that, and not only did they find someone to fill that role, but she completed them. Angelina Third.
Yeah, Angelina Third is really good. I love the way she sings, and I love how she emotes when she does. It is amazing. It is amazing. People are going around saying what their dream band would be, like their dream Japanese band, whatever. She would be the singer in that band, whatever it would be. But the problem is, if that concept, a hypothetical dream band, if you could only choose a member for one band, the problem is if you choose her, you couldn't choose F. Chapakoga, and it's like, ooh. So that is difficult there. Unless you got Angelina 1/3 and maybe Misa from Bandmade. And then you could fill in the rest there. Anyway.
You will remember me this day forward.
This third Japanese, Spanish, and Filipina wild, hyper, and super aggressive pink-haired, cracked-out, emotional, and awesome, fun-loving girl. Who's so small? Aww, she's small.
Very,
so small.
very.
And thus, Gacharic's band,
like, she emotes very well, okay?
after 10 years, had finally achieved their final form. This new Gacharic band released bangers of funky bass riffs of Koga, complemented with Tomozo's excellent guitar work, Orio's master keys and weirdness, Yuri's upbeat drumming, Hannah's vocals, and Angelina's energy, her screaming like... With highly emotional performances from Angelina, who never had any stage presence prior to the band, and here she is, delivering her heart out with such passion. You can feel it through the screen without the translation, but once translated, you see that she's pouring her heart out with existential themes that are coming out.
Yeah, the existential themes is what's important to get back to you on this, because I agree with this. Like, I've seen this video already. But I think this band does touch on that.
Of a young girl's mouth, and I'm far from their audience, yet it resonates with me because of its ubiquity. You got Mindset, a groovy song with a dope bass and guitar playing off each other, with Angelina ranting about the societal expectations of being a good girl and how suffocating this is, how she wants to be let out and be free to be her own individual person, releasing the pink hair and being her true self. Plus, the song rocks, the interlude where all the instruments play off each other in a call and response. These women are talented musicians, just like injected into my veins. You have one of my favorite songs from them, I Wish I. An emotionally delivered song where Angelina, Hannah, and Oreo play off each other with their vocals, making it sound schizophrenic to represent the anxiety of being a young person living in society. Angelina delivering one of her best performances in this live video, shouting out her frustrations and angst.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And this wonderful chorus. I am far from their audience, but I resonate with their existential angst. You have a really fun and downright insane track with Kachi Kachiyama, a track that sounds theatrical at times, with the cultural references and the story played out. Kachi Kachiyama.
Kachi Kachiyama. I don't know the story of this song. There's a bad raccoon dog on the mountain. What?
Being a Japanese folklore about a raccoon dog called a tanuki that was captured by a man who was going
to tanuki, like a Mario Tanuki suit.
Kill him, but the tanuki tricked the wife into setting him free, only for the tanuki to kill her and shapeshift into her, cooking the dead wife into a stew and having the husband eat her. As revenge, the friendly rabbit took on a series of torturous
This is a kid's show? What in the world?
The devil-esque revenge schemes onto the tanuki, like lighting him on fire and other crazy things, and eventually they raced in a lake, but the tanuki foolishly made a boat out of mud and sank to the bottom. However, Gacharic spin literally spins the story into a modern fable of standard office work in Japan and seemingly relays the message of how she was wrong to blame the tanuki and not see both sides of the story. There's also references to Momotaro and demons and stuff, but I'm missing
What in the world? I had no idea.
so much lore about the song, but it's an insane track with a really catchy chorus.
That is true. Very catchy chorus.
Replica is as existential
Replica is like one of my favorite songs of theirs.
as it gets. A song literally asking, who are you? Are you your name? Your job? Income? Each day of the week, we are just replicas going into the world, being...
Yeah, you ever think about that? What are you? Who are you, really? Let that sit for a bit. Be like, oh, I know who I am. And you give out your name and what you do and all that, but like, is there more to you than that? Is that all you are?
what we think society expects us to be. And it's all fake. The chorus is so addictive, with Angelina asking, where's the real you at? As Tyler Durden says, you're now your fucking khakis. Who are we when we lose sense of ourselves? A question that has no answer. Baku Baku, which according to Google means vague and obscure, has lyrics that, to me, represent whatever meaning the person hearing the song wants it to mean. It's a banger of a song with a chorus that has Hanago like. And even then, the challenge to the status quo is present, with Angelina really shining and going off how despite whatever the status quo is, the answer is to not stop the music. Never stop.
Never stop. Never stop the music. I agree with that.
Lastly, GS's most recent song, Let It Beat. Once again, a dive into the existential questions over a funky rhythm section and even whistling. Asking why God can't answer the question of the meaning of life, only we can. And it's not for conflict, it's for embracing each other. And for Tomozo,
I didn't realize it went that far as to bring God into it. But I believe him. This guy, Meerkat, sounds like he's done his homework on this.
To whip an awesome solo like. But why are we here? Living to just be alive? Then what happens if we live in a world where we forgot to live? We are not loved for simply
Then you're not free. You can't be who you are. You got to be what the government says you have to be. You got to do what they say. No.
existing, but perhaps we should be.
It's a cool song, and I agree with the message.
Isn't that enough? Gacharic spin, leaving us with the questions. Questions that are too deep to answer. This is why I love this band. Other than being ultra talented, and other than watching Angelina truly grow as a vocalist, the band's existential themes and questions are ubiquitous across the globe and aggressively delivered across funky and rocking rhythms of a very...
Yeah, they have a rhythm section that I don't hear in other bands at all. Okay. The closest thing I'm going to get to say is lately I've been listening to Incubus through reactions. You might have already seen those reactions. I'm not sure. And like F Chapacoga, when she starts playing the bass, I'm telling you, it gets on that level. It's on that level, man. With the drummer too, they can do some freaking grooves, man. They can do some stuff that's really, really nice.
Very, very talented band. Gacharic Spin is in their final form, and yet there's still so much room for them. Man.
Yeah.
What talent. What
A
talent.
lot of talent.
Many thanks.
Really cool video. Really cool video by Meerkat. Support him. Support the channel. Go watch that video. Press the like button. All that stuff. I like this video. I agree. The unexpected existentialism of Gacharic Spin. Yeah, if you take a minute to look at Gacharic Spin's lyrics and everything, you'll see that that they do talk about more societal issues, bigger questions. So I agree with this video. I agree with that man's statement there. Meerkat is on it.